Hello everyone. Warm welcome back to the channel. Yaje here with another gardening video. Guys, in today's video, we are gonna be repotting our pepper seedlings. I'm gonna show you how to do it, but then also explain why you do it and when you do it. And I'll share with you a secret on how you can do it in such a way that your pepper plants continue to grow well, produce thick stems, healthy roots, so you can bear a lot of fruits. These are like hot peppers. I nursed them on the 24th of January, and today is February the 26th, I believe. They germinated in about 10 days. So what we have here are peppers that are about 3 to 4 weeks post germination. The reason why we have to repot our pepper seedlings is basically because they have run out of space in these little cells that we started our pepper plants in. Now, if you're wondering why we have to start our seeds in little tiny seed cells and then repot them later on, it's because of space. If I were to start all of these plants in big containers, I would need a lot of seed starting mix and space indoors, and I just don't have that kind of resource to spare. So we start our seeds in tiny seed cells and then repot them as necessary. So you do that when your pepper plants are about 3 to 4 weeks post germination, or you can look at the bottom of your cells, and if the roots are starting to peep out like so, then it is time to plant your pepper seedlings into a bigger container until it is safe to take them to the garden. This is the container that I'm using. Just use anything that has holes at the bottom. I like this size because it can grow my pepper plants for at least another 4 weeks before I have to plant the peppers in the garden. You can definitely use something smaller, but I find that this size here is ideal. I'm also gonna need some water and potting mix soil, which I have in this bucket here. So I'm gonna fill my container with the potting mix soil, but not all the way. Let's do this. Not all the way yet. Okay. These are all of the containers partially filled with my potting mix soil. The next step now is to plant our peppers. Let me show you the seedlings again. Just see how beautiful and healthy they are. Some are in just like one in one cell, and then in others I have 2. And I planted more than 1 seed in here. It's just as they were growing, I was reducing the number of seedlings in there, just removing the ones that were not healthy until I was left with 1 or 2 healthy ones. So just something to think about when you're growing peppers or anything from seeds. Continuously remove the unhealthy ones or the extra ones so that you can grow healthy ones. Okay, less is more. But I can grow 2 pepper plants in here, so I'm just gonna get the content out of this and then transfer into here carefully. You can try to pop this out and it may be messy, but because I have reused this container so many times, I'm willing to get rid of it. So I'm just gonna use my scissors and cut each cell so I can easily remove the whole thing with the soil in here and transfer here. So pepper plants and other transplants, other seedlings are very fragile. You don't want to handle the stem because you can easily damage the stem, and if you damage the stem, you damage the plant. So we want to hold the leaf and the bottom. Okay, try not to handle the stem as much as you can when you're transplanting or uppotting your seedlings. When the stems are damaged, that is it, you damage the plant. But if you happen to bruise the leaves, that's okay. You can always grow new leaves. Okay, so next we have to carefully remove our peppers and put in here. I'll show you. Just gonna get my scissors, cut this like so. See that? Okay, carefully I'm just being cautious, guys, that's all. So I want it like this, whole like this, okay? So it's gonna go in here like so, and then I'm gonna put soil around it. Let's do another one. So these seed starting cells that I have, I consider them disposable, so I can throw that away, not a problem. But I've already reused these. So I'm just keeping that whole thing intact so my seedlings don't suffer from transplant shock. See how beautiful that is. Okay, I'll do that for the rest, and then all right, guys, this is what we have so far. I have my cells in here, so I'm gonna add additional soil around and on top, and then I'm gonna bury part of the stem like this. Each time you transplant peppers or tomatoes, you want to bury some of the stems with it. It's gonna help your plant form a robust root structure that will eventually support growth of the plant, and then it will produce lots of fruit. So that is a hack to growing healthy vegetables, healthy peppers, healthy tomatoes. Use that trick, bury part of the stem. Okay, so next let's add the soil now, and then we'll water it, and then we'll be done. Guys, if this video is adding value to you, do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Share the video. Thank you. And now we're gonna put our labels. This is the original label when I planted the seeds. And now we're just gonna label the rest of it. Don't forget this step is important. Helps you identify what you're growing, and then the date on it lets you know how old your plants are, so you know how to take care of them. One final step, just gonna give my plants a little drip, a little sip of water. Try to water the ground and not the leaves of your peppers. Try to water the roots and not the leaves, so you grow healthy peppers and prevent disease that way. Water the roots and not the stem. And don't overwater your peppers. We want to let the ground kind of dry between watering, so it's gonna be probably 4 or 5 days before I water again. Okay. If you've been growing your peppers indoors, do not leave them outdoors yet, because that needs to be done gradually. That process is referred to as hardening off. If you just leave your peppers in direct sunlight right now, they might not make it. It needs to be gradually done. It's called hardening off. I do have a little greenhouse outdoors, and my peppers have been growing outdoors in the greenhouse. I have them in a shade right now, but I'm going to take them in my greenhouse soon. They will be in here for at least another 3 to 4 weeks until I take them to the garden.